Alright, welcome back to Later Alligator. I'm already laughing pretty hard at this game, so I'm happy. We've been told to go into the arcade. Unknown number, alright. Hello. Is this, by chance, your first time in Alligator, New York City? I mean, in the city, not, Alligator, Long Island or something. You know, that's a funny distinction because there's a lot to be said about what counts as New York City, and depending on what borough you're in or what borough you're from, usually when people say New York City, what they really mean, especially if they're not from New York, when people say New York City, what they really mean is Manhattan, which is only one, is not even like a substantial portion of the city in general, but it's a very general term. So yeah, debating whether Long Island does or doesn't include, those are fighting words in some circles. Okay, not Alligator, Long Island or something. It is. Who is this? I thought so. Oh, so you don't know me. I'm sorry if that's weird. I just thought if you'd like, I could text you some tips. Sorry, I'm really charmed by the music too, but it's also kind of loud in my ears, so I'm gonna turn it down a little for myself. Should be the same level for you guys, which I think was reasonable when I checked, but I'll have to check the recording too. Okay. Now I can hear my own brain a little bit better. The city is really big and has a lot of colorful secrets that I wouldn't want you to miss on your first visit. Is it okay if I help you out from time to time? Sure. Great. I'll be sure to text you again soon. Don't forget to enjoy yourself. Alright. A lot going on in here. The first thing I saw was this person behind the curtain over here, though. Caught my eye. Artie. My mom is always on my case, like, Artie, go outside and talk to other alligators. Or, Artie, stop hiding behind various types of curtains in and outside of our home. Poor Artie. I feel you, buddy. So some of this is just going to be fun animations, I'm guessing. Oh! I got one of the puzzle pieces. Huh. So click on everything is what I'm getting. I was gonna do that anyway, because, you know, fun animations, but... I love the fact that she's, like, below the line of because she's short, to immediately giving you a perspective of how small she is. It's so funny. The designs are so simple too. It's like a couple of simple shapes. I love this. Sweet Geraldine. Hey up there, long arms, you got a sec? Nice suit. What's a fancy reptile like you doing in the back of the arcade? I know what you're after. That's right, I got you pegged just by looking at you. You want a cold, hard plush. You found the right alligator, and I've got a job that'll pay for both of our retirements and poorly made stuffies. You might see a humble claw machine, but this is a vault, and we're gonna break in. But we can't just walk in, no, there's countermeasures. Sometimes Norma, the security guard, comes by and says I'm not allowed to put my clawing chair into the aisle. Without the boost, I'm not tall enough to work the claw. She says it's a fire hazard, but most of the machines in here are. Man, having been in some sketchy bars and arcades before, this is very real. See behind here? That's one ailing power strip juicing up every one of these babies. Yeah, that's familiar. One wrong move in pinball and boom. This place lights up like my chemistry teacher's hair when I turned that Bunsen burner too high. Me? I'm known around these parts as Sweet Geraldine, criminal mastermind of the claw machine. You haven't heard of me? Honestly, I'm not surprised. I leave no fingerprints and Johnny Law doesn't have a clue. Or Johnny Boyer for my geography class. At least that's what he said when I asked him to the spring fling. Pat is a patsy, but not my patsy, that's for sure. He's related to some of my dad's friends. One time, at Dad's show, Pat pulled the fire alarm because he thought someone was trying to set him on fire. Turns out he just had a warm piece of pizza in his pocket. That's pretty special. No one could find him for almost an hour until the firefighters pulled him out of the concert hall's crawl space. He was covered in spiders and had eaten the pizza, but was otherwise unharmed. Physically, anyway. The guy's pretty weird. I'd love to tell you about the event, I really would. But this is our first time on the job together, Mac. You haven't earned my unbridled trust. Maybe we could come to a mutually beneficial arrangement. The claw machine, it's a two-man operation. I need someone who's not going to rat me out for additional prizes when plush comes to shove. You feel me? What do you say, old timer? One last claw machine score. The big one. Grab the prizes as she advises. Claw school. Sure, I'll play. Follow Sweet Geraldine's instructions to get the perfect claw machine prize. Click left and right to control the crane. When you're ready to grab, click the center button. There she is, the big quesadilla, the mother lode. Inside this vault is a treasure trove of prizes. I've had my eye on a couple of choice goods, but I need an accomplice with nerves of steel and hands of steel. A tall patsy like you can push the buttons and see the prizes. So what do you say? Let's get some cute loots for our cute snoots. First, you should warm up your tricky digits. Grab me any prize that catches your eye. Go on, old timer, show me what you got. Alright. Well, the key immediately catches my interest. That's not even what I was going for, but alright. I heard a prize. Let's check the slot. Actually, I already have this one. Funny food pillows are super in at my elementary school right now, because alligators eat bugs. Do they? I mean, I guess they'll probably eat kind of anything, but I don't think they'd intentionally eat bugs just because the sheer amount of, or lack of calories. You got some chops, I respect that. But now the real job begins. How will you react when the pressure's on? You know, I was just thinking more about that actually. What do baby alligators eat? Because they're really small when they're first born. And somehow for some reason in my mind, even though I know a little bit about various reptiles, including alligators, and I know alligators do have a reputation for actually being fairly protective of their young, which is kind of unusual among reptiles. I don't think they just like bring back, I don't know really, but for some reason it doesn't feel like they would just bring back meat for their babies to eat. Maybe they do though. I don't know. It wouldn't, on the other hand, it wouldn't totally surprise me if the babies fed on other things instead. They do live in like marshy areas. Anyway, it's neither here nor there. Now the real job begins. How will you react when the pressure's on? This time you follow my lead. There's a particularly good crystal in there. Can you claw it up for me? Well, based on how the claw behaved the last time, it just sort of jammed its way down, straight down. I'm guessing I need to line it up pretty carefully and then just hope for the best. I got it. You got one. What is it? I'm still into these, even though the anime era of my youthful phases has already been way overtaken crystal and horse girl stuff. You're really good at this. But it's finally time for the big score. I can see it in your eyes. You're ready to get the ultimate prize. Get me the doll from the best, most awesome video game franchise of all time. Final Friend City. He's the dreamy one with the spiky hair. This is it, the big one. Okay, so what do we got in here? We've got like a magical girl, another bug. There's sort of like another alligator, a shell, conch shell looking thing. Batman. I don't know what that's supposed to be. Another key, an apple. Oh, what's the name of this character? It's a Japanese property, but I can't remember what it is. So I'm assuming... I am worried that with the way it shoves itself straight down that I'm gonna miss it, but... we'll see what happens. Got the one I thought I wanted. Did you get it? The ultimate prize? Oh, geez. I can't believe you got the dreamiest anime Game Boy from Final Fantasy Claude Stripes. It doesn't even make sense, but it's just so... Something about the name Claude Stripes is just... It's like, it's close enough. It's not even alligator themed, it's just... Why is Claude Stripes so funny to me? And her ecstatic face is just... Claude. His hair is almost as prickly as his social interactions with women. This is exactly what I wanted. Thank you so much for helping me. I am curious what some of the other things in there were, and I assume those 5 alligator shapes up there were potential fails. Can't believe it, the big score. And thanks to you, we had a clean getaway. Got a family member badge. I'll tell you what you need to know. The event is a secret. I'm a gator, not a rat. That's right, a classic double cross. That's the calling card of Sweet Geraldine, master criminal. Alright, so how much time has passed now? An hour? Wow. Alright. I just noticed the names on the arcade machines. Vampire Punter D is super funny. Street Kiter is... that... Oh, man. And instead of Tron, it's Train, and it's just a very pleased alligator in a train with a laser behind it. Oh God. All right, the ceaseless charm of this so far is really doing me in. All right, we'll be back for more of this later.